Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know. Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
What's expected of me here?
There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way we all benefit.
Where can I learn new spells?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Feralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration. One of the best in Tamriel, and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to
I can almost taste it.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we could take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
the people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die.
Another quiet day, I hope.
We've been soldiers a long time.
What can you tell me about Windhelm?
Grew up here. Cold as at Mora. But that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
What do you do for the Jarl?
For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. Divines watch over you.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
I came here to fight the Empire.
You've come to the right place, then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Seems we're all branded villains these days, so long as your past stays in the past. And you fight for me with honor and integrity. We'll welcome you into our ranks.
It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
What is this place? Who's Azura?
This shrine was built by the Dunmer. As our land was scorched by fire and brimstone, Azura's prophecies led us to safety. She is a Daedra, a powerful being who watches from beyond our mortal plane. She has chosen you to be her champion.
Very well. What does Azura need?
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold.
Fools and bastards, the lot of them. I told them this might happen, but no, too caught up in their own pride.
Greetings.
Can I help you, lass? Don't really feel like a roll in the hay right now. Not to mention I'm rather skint. Do try not to get killed, eh?
An invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
rundown buildings, few guard patrols, even the... I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong.
Ever think of moving to Morrowind?
Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the Corner Club on his own.
What's the Grey Quarter?
Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The gray quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
We've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
I'm not really sure what to think.
Not going to weigh in either way? I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
I don't know any ward spells.
That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell. Keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Southall nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. Good to see you.
Struggle with wards. You have time to practice?
Maybe later?
You are new,
so
yes.
busy now?
Cesargo understands.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind. And no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything?
We haven't really been introduced.
No, I suppose we haven't. Brillina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important.
Do you know anything about Southall?
Not really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think.
Do you like it here at the college?
So far. If only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
Winterhold used to be full of dark elves?
Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
Why study in Winterhold and not somewhere else?
The Telvanni wizards are more interested in politics than magical education. My parents didn't expect me to learn any real magic from them. But at least the Telvanni know what they're doing. The Synods, on the other hand, barely even do magical studies. Of course, there's also the Thalmor and Alinor, where they apparently teach advanced magic. But it's not worth being branded a second-class elf. So Winterhold it is, one of the few places in the world that actually exists to educate.
Why didn't your parents teach you?
Maybe they would have, had they been able to find the time amidst their schemes against the other Telvanni and great houses.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
How do you handle your family's expectation?
My family has a long-standing tradition of exceptional magic users, and they expect me to excel in my studies at the College of Winterhold. There's this constant pressure to live up to their legacy, but at least here, I can pretend that I am not expected to do anything except learn.
What if you fail them?
Well, then I guess they'll make another heir. Many of my siblings were named heir before. Some were even old enough to be my grandparent, but none of them could match my father in magic. My father has been disappointed for so many times. I don't want to add to that list.
You're far away from your family. Out here, you can be who you want.
Sometimes I daydream about that. Being free from their expectations, studying at my own pace, maybe even pursuing my passion for singing. But my family requires me to be a conjuration master like my father. I can't treat magic like a hobby, or it'll break their hearts.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
How do you find the College of Winterhold?
Truthfully, I think my parents reserved a spot for me here the day I was born. It's everything that I expected it to be. A place where I'm free to explore different domains of magic at my own pace. I hope the college can help me reach the level of skills expected of me.
You're looking for a smith. You found one of the best.
How did you end up in Raven Rock?
A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften.
Who taught you that?
I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
As the wife of the second counselor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Who's your husband?
Admiral Arano, second counselor of Raven Rock. How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed over it someday.
You worry much on your husband's behalf.
He's in grave danger, and yet he continues to place himself in harm's way. When I fall asleep at night, all I can do is hope he'll still be there when I awaken. This island was never meant for us. There's too much death here.
Perhaps you should return to Morrowind.
I assure you, if I could convince Adril to do that, I'd be on the next ship back to Blacklight. Unfortunately, Adril and Councillor Morvain are very close friends, and they will never abandon one another, despite my feelings.
You haven't told him how you feel?
I'm the wife of a second counselor, and certain things are expected of me. The most important thing is that I stand by Adril no matter how I feel, and I intend to do that until we get off this miserable rock. Good journey, traveler.
Welcome to Raven Rock, Traveler. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods?
What exactly is ash-grown food?
The Dunmer have been growing food in the ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever.
Is magic involved?
No. Only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale. I work for Mokul doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Until next time. Yes. Until next time.
Why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim?
Skyrim is my home.
Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home?
That's why I'm here. I want to join.
All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you.
What kind of test?
The kind men use to measure themselves. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway.
What's at Serpentstone Island?
It's where men have tested their metal for ages. It's a strange rock formation, built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you.